Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the new topic, elasticity of demand. So we have learned about the law of demand. What is this law of demand? It is that the quantity demanded change due to change in the price. How much the quantity demanded have changed due to the change in the price. That is the law of demand. And in this law of demand, it makes only the qualitative statement only. That means it tells about the direction of change, whether negative or whether it is positive or there is no change. But in the case of elasticity of the demand, it will make a quantitative statement. That means it will give a number, absolute number. It will give a number that how much change it is. Not only about the direction of change, but also it will tell you the absolute value. It will give you an exact value or exact data. This is the elasticity of demand. Now there are various types of elasticity, meaning of elasticity. So we are going to discuss one by one in today's class. Next is, what is the meaning of this word elasticity of demand? See, it refers to the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded of a commodity to a change in any of its determinants. Now, what are the determinant here? Price of a commodity. If the price of the commodity changes, how much the quantity demanded will change? How much it will change? Next, price of the other commodity. Price of the other commodity here is price of the related goods. And if the price of the related good changes, then what will be your quantity demanded? How much your quantity demanded will change. Next is income of the consumer. So according to the income of the consumer, if the income of the consumer changes, then how the quantity demanded will change. So that is the elasticity of demand. It refers to the degree of responsiveness, how much it will respond, how much the quantity demanded will change due to the change in any of these determinants. So let us discuss the different types of elasticity. So elasticity of the demand, there are three types of elasticity of demand: price, income and cross elasticity of the demand. Now today we are going to discuss about only this price elasticity of demand. Now first we are going to know what is the definition of this price elasticity of the demand and how it is calculated. Okay, next is what? Next is price elasticity of demand. How can we define this price elasticity of the demand? What is the price elasticity of the demand? See, it is defined as a degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded of a commodity in the response to change in the price. So how can we write this? See, percentage change in quantity demanded by percentage change in the price. That means due to the change in the price, what will be the effect on the quantity demanded? How the quantity demanded will respond? That is called the price elasticity of the demand. Okay, that means percentage change in the quantity demanded by percentage change in the price. How much the demanded will change due to the change in the price, or what percentage the quantity demanded will change due to the percentage change in the price. So that is called the price elasticity of the demand. Now we will classify the price elasticity of the demand, that is degree of price elasticity of the demand. There are different degrees of price elasticity of the demand. We will discuss one by one. That means there are 5 different kinds of price elasticity of demand. Okay, next you see the numerical value of price elasticity of the demand range from 0 to infinity. So what is this numerical value of the price elasticity of the demand? It will be 0 to infinity. So the value will range between 0 to infinity. And the numerical value here is a degree of elasticity. What is the numerical value here? It is a degree of elasticity. There are 5 kinds of price elasticity of the demand. First is perfectly inelastic demand. Perfectly inelastic demand means the quantity demanded does not respond to change in the price. That means whatever be change in the price, your quantity demanded won't be changed. So how can you draw the diagram of this perfectly inelastic demand? So this is the diagram of the price elasticity of the demand. Here we are measuring the quantity demanded on the x-axis and price on the y-axis. See, whatever be the change in the price, your demand is fixed. It is not changing. So here the price elasticity of the demand will be 0. What is EP here? EP is a price elasticity of demand, which is 0. There is no change in the quantity demanded. Whatever be the change in the price, there is no change in the quantity demanded. That is why here the elasticity, here the price elasticity of the demand is equal to 0. There is no change in the demand. That is why EP will be equal to 0. This is in the case of perfectly inelastic demand. In many of the cases, students always draw this diagram in a wrong way. There is a difference between perfectly elastic and only elastic. Only inelastic. Perfectly inelastic and only inelastic. So the diagram will be totally different. So when it is telling that perfectly inelastic demand, that means there will be no change in the quantity demanded even though the price will change. So for example, what we can tell, the basic necessities of life, that means food and medicine. Whatever be the price of food, we have to have it for our own living. Even if the price of the rice rises, wheat rises, we will buy it. Medicines also, which is very necessary for our existence. So life, what we can say, life-saving one. Whatever be the cost, we will afford it. Means we will buy it. We have to. Wherever we can arrange the money, we will arrange it and we will have it. So this is the basic necessities. So in that case, whatever be the price, your quantity demanded won't change. Okay. Next is a perfectly elastic demand. Now what is this perfectly elastic demand? When the consumer are prepared to purchase all that they can get at a particular price, but if the price rises negligible also, there will be a huge effect in the quantity demanded. In that case, the elasticity of the demand will be equal to infinity. For a slightly change in the price, there will be huge change in the quantity demanded. In that case, the price elasticity of the demand will be equal to infinity, and the demand curve will be a horizontal. The demand curve will be horizontal in case of perfectly elastic demand. In the case of perfectly inelastic demand, demand curve will be vertical. In this way you can remember. In the case of perfectly elastic demand curve is horizontal. In the case of perfectly inelastic demand curve is vertical. In this way also you can able to remember. So if the demand curve is vertical, what will be the elasticity of the demand? It will be price elasticity of the demand will be equal to 0. And here in this case, perfectly elastic demand, price elasticity of the demand will be equal to infinity. Okay, that means this is what the consumer is prepared to buy at a particular price, but the consumer will not buy anything at a very high price. So if the price changes a negligible change also, there will be huge change in the quantity demanded. Okay, next come to the unitary elastic demand. The name itself is what? Unitary. That means what? Percentage change in the price will be causes an equivalent percentage change in the quantity demanded. Whatever be the change in the price, exactly that percentage quantity demanded will change. If there is a 1% change in the price, then there will be 1% change in the quantity demanded. In that case, EP will be equal to 1 and the demand curve will be a rectangular hyperbola. Okay, and this unitary elastic demand is also rare. This unitary elastic demand is also rare. That means there is an equivalent change in the percentage change in price and also which is equal to percentage change in the quantity demanded. Whatever change in the price, that exactly same amount the demand will also change. So this type of cases are very much rare. Next we move on to the next type. Okay, next is elastic demand. First we look at this elastic demand. What is this elastic demand? Here you see the percentage change in quantity demanded is greater than the percentage change in the price. That means whatever be the change in the price, quantity demanded will change in greater proportion. Whatever be the change in the price, quantity demanded will change in greater proportion. So here EP will be greater than 1 and this is in case of a luxury good. The elasticity of the demand will be, the demand curve will be flatter. And in the case of inelastic demand, just the opposite. Change in the percentage change in the quantity demanded is less than the percentage change in the price. That means here the percentage change in the price is greater than the percentage change in the quantity demanded. So this will be the case of a necessary goods. Here EP is less than 1 and the demand curve will be steeper. So this much for today's class. Those who haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it because important questions also we are going to discuss it. The various type of questions which came in the different years of ISC and also CBSE. So thanks for watching.